Ambassador Marcus Thompson stood in the airlock, reviewing his mission brief one last time. The Draconis Imperium had agreed to negotiations after 3 years of border skirmishes. The catch? Their custom demanded single combat before any diplomatic talks. No weapons, no armor, just one human against a 7-meter-tall space dragon. Ambassador, you can still back out. Captain Rivera's voice crackled through the calm. No one expects you to. They expect us to send a warrior, Marcus interrupted, straightening his simple diplomatic uniform. They're about to learn that humans define warrior differently. The airlock hissed open, revealing the Imperium's ceremonial combat arena. Carved from a single asteroid, the Colosseum could have held thousands. Today, it hosted only the Draconis High Council, 12 ancient dragons whose scales shimmed with the light of dying stars. At the arena's center waited his opponent, Valkaris the Crimson, youngest champion of the Imperium. 7 meters of muscle, scale, and fang, with wings that could generate hurricane-force winds and claws that could shred starship hulls. Valkaris had never lost a diplomatic duel. Most species sent their largest warriors, gene-modified soldiers, or cybernetic champions. Earth had sent a 50-year-old career diplomat who did yoga on weekends. This insult will not be forgotten, Valkaris growled, his voice like an avalanche. You send an elderly scribe to face me? Marcus walked calmly to the center, hands clasped behind his back. No insult intended. Earth sent exactly who we meant to send. The dragon's laughter shook the arena. Your species' reputation for madness is well earned. Very well, little human. I shall make your death swift. The ceremonial gong echoed through space. Valkaris lunged with speed that defied physics, jaws wide enough to swallow Marcus whole. Marcus sidestepped, not with superhuman agility or hidden augmentations. Just a simple sidestep timed perfectly. Valkaris's momentum carried him past, claws raking empty air. The dragon whirled, confused. Prey didn't simply avoid death so casually. First lesson about humans, Marcus said conversationally, still not taking a combat stance. We're persistence predators. We don't need to be faster or stronger. We just need to outlast you. Valkaris attacked again, a whirlwind of scale and fury. Marcus moved minimally, efficiently, always where the dragon wasn't. Each dodge looked effortless, almost accidental. The dragon's breathing grew heavier. His movements, dependent on explosive power, began to slow. Impossible, Valkaris snarled. Fight me properly. I am, Marcus replied. This is how humans hunted for millennia. We walked our prey to exhaustion. Your species evolved as apex predators, quick kills, overwhelming force. But you never evolved endurance. 20 minutes in, Valkaris was gasping. His wings drooped. His attacks came slower, clumsier. Marcus hadn't even broken a sweat, his breathing controlled from decades of meditation practice. Second lesson, Marcus continued, still dodging. Humans are tool users, but our first tool was our own body. We learned to regulate our breathing, control our heart rate, manage our energy. What you call combat, we call cardio. Valkaris stumbled, his massive form trembling with exhaustion. In desperation, he unleashed his breath weapon, a torrent of plasma that could melt titanium. Marcus had been waiting for this. He dropped flat, the plasma passing overhead, then rolled behind the dragon while Valkaris recovered from the effort. Third lesson, humans study everything. I've read every report about Draconis combat techniques. Your breath weapon requires a 3-second recovery period. More than enough time. For the first time in Imperium history, a dragon yielded. Valkaris collapsed, his mighty form unable to continue. The arena fell silent. Marcus helped the exhausted dragon to a sitting position, then turned to address the High Council. Honored elders, humanity seeks peace, not conquest. We could have sent a soldier, but we sent a diplomat. We could have brought weapons, but we brought wisdom. This was not combat, it was communication. The eldest dragon leaned forward, ancient eyes gleaming with newfound respect. What manner of beings are you that turn weakness into strength? We're humans, Marcus smiled. We survived ice ages with sharp sticks and fire. We reached the stars using controlled explosions. We don't win by being the strongest, we win by being too stubborn to lose. The negotiations that followed were the shortest in Imperium history. The dragons, who respected strength above all, had found something more terrifying than physical power. A species that had weaponized patience itself. As Marcus departed Velcaris, now recovered, asked quietly, "Could you have killed me?" Marcus paused at the airlock. Killing was never the point. The most dangerous thing humanity ever did was learn to win without fighting. That's what makes us truly terrifying. The peace treaty signed that day would last 1,000 years. And across the galaxy, species learned a new truth. When humans send diplomats instead of warriors, that's when you should really be afraid.